Hello there. We'll be talking to you about flushing out the negatives. Sometimes finding out what you want in life and subsequently finding a way of getting it becomes very challenging because we are so surrounded by a lot of negative voices that could come from the environment from which we hail, negative voices that could come from our families and relatives, and negative voices that could come as a result of our own convictions and beliefs. But whatever the case may be, what we need to understand is that negatives, most often than not, have a very bad and negative influence on us, on who we become, on how we perceive reality, how we associate with others, and subsequently how we do things. The purpose for which you live is as important as your own life. And your life won't have any meaning unless you have a reason for which you live. Everyone dreams of success. Everyone wants success so badly. But very few persons in the world have the ability to take stock and check what is it that they need in order to become successful. And one of the things that we need to constantly check is the negatives we have around us. The negative voices that constantly talk to us on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, and on yearly basis. The normal tendency in the journey towards success is we get so carried away by the things we need in order to become successful. We get passionate about the kind of skills we need to acquire. We get passionate about the kind of attitude we need to adopt. We get so passionate about the resources we need to put together in order to become successful. And we forget one fundamental thing. What is it within us that we need to chase away in order to become successful? Your aspirations, your dreams, your visions, and your goals will begin to make sense, first of all, to you the day you start chasing out the negatives. The day you flush out those negative voices that are talking to you. The first thing you need to do in order to chase your dreams, to send out the negatives, is to unstuck yourself from your environment. The environmental influence is so heavy on us. That is why it is not uncommon to find people who believe that they can achieve nothing. Simply because of where they come from. Simply because of where they live. Their environments have defined them with impossibility. They have been tagged with uncertainty. And you need to unstuck yourself from such an environment. Environments cannot define who we are. They should only identify us. People who get stuck by their environments don't see opportunities beyond. All they care for is their comfort. They just want to be okay where they are. And the firm conviction I have about this is there is never growth where there is comfort. The two cannot work together. You got to be able to see beyond your comfort zone. You got to be able to take the courage and the risk to dare, even under the most uncertain circumstances. You need to unstuck yourself from that environment. And to unstuck yourself, you must have a clear vision of what you want. You must have firm belief in yourself. You must have courage to embrace whatever thing that comes. Your environment should not in any way limit you. If your environment is limiting you from achieving your goals, if it's stopping you from dreaming, you need to exit. It is not a place for you. The next set of negatives that keep us down and stop us from achieving our goals is a circle of our friends and relatives. Your dream in life is as good as the kind of friends and relatives you entertain around you. How far you can go in life is determined by the kinds of persons you keep in your inner circle. It is even increasingly difficult to find a genuine friend. To find a friend who will encourage you in whatever attempt you have. To find a friend who will stand by you during your low moment. To have a friend who will tell you objectively when you go wrong and stand firm to clean your mess. Most often we have people around us who flourish us with praises, tell us every sweet thing that we want to hear, and they will never dare to tell us when we go wrong. You need to check out on those kinds of people. You need people who will tell you, believe in yourself, who will tell you, yes, you can do it, who will tell you how big your dreams are and how possible it is for you to achieve them. You would have relatives and friends who will constantly remind you of how poor you are, how unfit you are, how weak you are, how dumb you are, how inexperienced and unqualified you are to do anything in the world. You need to check those people out of your life. Flush them up. And these persons are not far from us. They share almost the same bedrooms, the same circles, and almost every aspect of our lives with us. But their influence is always very negative. You need to check them out. And if you want to reach your destination in life, you must constantly stop to check out the toxic friends and relatives who are not adding any value to who you are, and not supporting you in your dreams, and not encouraging you in any way. You need to identify them. And secondly, you need to take them away. You don't need a crown to become successful. All you need is your vision. All you need is your sound and amazing self. The last set of negatives I would like to talk about is the set of negatives that are found within us. Those negatives that are the product of our beliefs and convictions. Those that we have accumulated over the years and make us feel that we are not up to anything. There are so many negative voices that manifest themselves within us in the form of hatred, in the form of envy, in the form of lack of motivation, in the form of anxiety, and most especially in the form of excuses. We easily find excuses for not doing the things we have to do than reasons for doing the things we must do. Many dreams have been killed. Many personalities have been damaged. Not so much because of what is happening around and without us, but most fundamentally because of what is happening within us. We need to check them out. You and you alone are responsible and accountable for the things that happen or will fail to happen in your life. No one can take responsibility over that. Your environment, relatives, and friends cannot in any way determine your success. They may just have a supporting role to who you become. But that does not mean they are indispensable in your life. You as an individual have an account to give. An account for the free things you've received from nature. The free time, the free space, the free resources, and the free life you've received. And what I don't understand is, how possible is it to come into life, receive everything for free, and finally exit without leaving the world with anything to remember you for? Your own history begins at the moment you begin to feel that you are uncomfortable with the negatives within you. You start writing your history the day you believe that there is something within you need to check out. You must chase hatred. You must unceasingly fight laziness. You must stop complaining about the things around you and the people around you. You must beat out envy. You must stop nursing hatred. You must especially identify the reason for which you live. Stop giving excuses and find the reasons why you live and why you have to be happy. Find at least a reason to stay happy. Find at least a reason why you have to be happy every day. Find at least a reason why you must wake up every morning. Find at least one reason to work hard every day. One purpose for which you live. And your purpose is found in reasons and not in excuses. Just do what you have to do. Even if the only thing that you get from it is a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. Don't sit around waiting for people to tell you everything is okay before you can start doing a thing. You have to create your own vision. You have to chase your dreams passionately, even if no one else believes in you. It is most difficult now to live in the world because the world is constantly struggling to make you look like some other person. You got to identify your path and stay there. Don't just give up. You just have to keep going. Because there is a purpose for which you live. Because you got all that it takes to be successful. Wake up in your dreams. Do not sleep on them.